Okay, we are actually inside Photoshop, and something which is so great is just that we can see our picture here. Well, it's well loaded, and we can go all the way to window and allow action. So we're gonna have our skin retouch here, which if you purchase using the Kingsley skin retouch volume 1, you can get something like this. You're gonna run your file and you're gonna get something like this on action. So you start first of all with the base. Base is quite important because it might be showing you some things which were quite easy. Now after that, just press play and say flatten. We need the layer to be flattened so as we can just have to groove using each kind of composite. Now it tells you paint on the layer mask where you want to retouch. Go over skin but avoid eyes and mouth. Lower the brush opacity if the result is too strong. Once ready, run step 2. Now as you can see, the dialog tells you all the steps what you're gonna do. So it's quite easy for you to just navigate to the second step if you're done with the first step. Now for the first step, just click continue. Now I'm going to increase my brush and start painting. So I just want it to be painted on the skin, just like somewhere here, places whereby I can avoid hair, and some places whereby we can just groove on the skin. As you can see, what it does, it just makes that skin go off the hook. And what we're supposed to do is to avoid the hair and avoid mouth, places whereby there's mouth and stuff like that. So as you can see, this image has too many of shadows, so we have just to get focused with things which I think they're quite important. So up to there, we can see how our image it is, and yeah, we're done with step 1. Well, if it's too strong, remember you can just release opacity a little bit. So I'm going to keep my opacity around 70% or even 75, but I think 70 will look good, more good. So I'll keep it 70%. Now after I'm done with 70%, go to foundation, which is step 2. Now after clicking step 2, just be patient. It will just load out and start processing the files and stuff like that, and it's quite easy. Well, you can check out this loots on my website. It's there. Well, if you want to just support me and purchase it, it will be so convenient. So I'm gonna just give you a discount promo code by using my name. You'll be getting this Kingsley load around $6. Well, I'm really selling it on the website around $8, and if you support me there by using even my promo code, you'll get it around $6. It's a really time saver if you're gonna use the Kingsley retouch. Okay, right now we're gonna paint out with our brush light powder. Then just like that, just paint like that, light powder, just like that, just like that. Just paint it some places whereby you want it. Don't paint it too much, but try just painting places whereby you would like to paint. So as you can see, guys, just places whereby you'd like it to go and paint. But remember that light powder, you might be making it a little bit minimal on when it comes to opacity. Now from there, I won't talk about others, but I will just catch the flow how they work. Now we have neutral powder. Neutral powder is like it's punched out powder, which that kind of punched out powder can help the skin tone and more details groove on it. And we have concealer. Concealer, what it does, it's like making the skin having those kind of tones, and it conceals the skin which it was flattened. Another kind of stuff, we have shadow and highlight. Well, the shadow and highlight, when your picture has shadows and highlights, stuff like that, this is the two way it works. We have redness reducer. If you have taken a picture whereby your character has some redness on the eyes, well, you can reduce them. We have shine. If you want the skin to shine, it's really amazing using this stuff. Another kind of stuff, if you don't want anti-shine, you can just use anti-shine. We have teeth whitener. So if your character, he owes her teeth is not actually whitener, you can use the teeth whitener. We have eyes, we have texture, we have sharpen. Now I'm gonna just use texture right now. Now if you just click play, the texture will just load up, and it tells paint over the skin to give it texture, avoid eyes, lips and hair, adjust the smart filters if needed. So we're gonna just paint, and as you can see, if I just zoom in and start painting, you can see those textures which they're happening, skin textures. So avoid places whereby you don't want that kind of skin texture to go. So especially like here, what we did in grooving, because skin texture somewhere like here, it will just look like skin has burned, so we have just to maintain that. So guys, we can do that kind of texture here. Now we're gonna just make the texture somewhere here. Now I'm gonna just increase my brush because of saving time and stuff like that. So I want my texture just to be somewhere here, to just somewhere here, up to here. Now you'll be asking me why are we keeping the texture somewhere there? Because having a texture somewhere there is really kind of grooving, because of we're gonna just change the opacity of the texture. So just like that, as you can see guys, that's how you do it using the texture. So our skin or our picture right now, it's really looking robust. As you can see guys, that's how you're gonna use the Kingsley Retouch pack volume 1. So let me know in the comments down below what you're thinking about this. The bunch of stuffs on the actions here, you can play around if you just grab this kind of Kingsley Retouch volume 1, and let me know on the comments what you are thinking, and head to my website so you can grab it and support your creator here, and it will be so awesome. I'll really appreciate on that. And last but not least, I'll be catching you guys on the next one. As always, stay sharp and creative, and kudos.